Hey everyone, today, together with my AI student Lumi, we're going to create the main characters for a top-down game and a 2D platformer. An example of a top-down game is Lunar RPG Undertale examples. Of 2D games are Terraria and Hollow Knight. We use Character Body 2D because this node lets us directly control the character's speed and movement through code. Rigid Body 2D is more suitable for objects that should move under the influence of physics, for example, balls, crates, or falling items. That's why Character Body 2D is more convenient for a player-controlled character. All right, let's get started. At the root of my scene, I'll have a node 2D. Actually, it's perfectly fine, and even better, to use a Character Body 2D as the root right away. You can add collision, a sprite, a camera, timers, and sounds inside it. But personally, I prefer to place a node 2D on top because I'm used to it, and it makes it easier for me to work with additional nodes. We attach a child node, Character Body 2D, then we add a collision shape 2D. For a top-down game, we choose a circle collision shape, and for a regular 2D game, a capsule. We create an animated sprite 2D and select the Sprite Frames resource. You can also make Animated Sprite 2D a regular child node of Character Body 2D, but in my own structure, I place it the way I'm used to. The main thing is to correctly specify the path to it in the script. We have two options for obtaining sprites: draw them ourselves, download a ready-made asset from itch.io. For the top-down character, we'll draw the sprites ourselves, and for the platformer 2D character, we'll download a ready-made asset. Let's start with the top-down character. We draw it ourselves or create it with the help of AI. In the prompt, we specify the desired character positions and ask it to create several frames of animation for each position. I usually make 5 states with the same number of frames and space them evenly. After that, we remove the background. To remove the background, I use Photo P, but any other graphics editor will work. In Photo P, we select the Magic Wand tool, select the background, and delete it. After that, we import the image into Godot. We choose the required number of frames. We create 5 animations, 1 for each position. We click on the frame-splitting grid and edit it to fit the size of our image. It's better to set up the input map in the project settings right away. That way, the controls will be flexible and it will be easier to change and test them later. You can temporarily specify the exact keys directly in the code, but later you'll have to redo the code. So I recommend creating separate actions, for example, move left, move right, move up, move down, and then use them in the script. Now let's write a short script for the character's movement. While I write the script, I'll explain how it works. Explanation of the top-down character script. The script inherits from Character Body 2D, Godot's standard node for a controllable character. The speed variable sets the movement speed in all directions. Thanks to at export, it can be changed directly in the inspector. The anim variable gets a reference to the Animated Sprite 2D node. If your scene structure is different, you need to change the path to this node. The last underscore dir variable stores the last movement direction, up, down, left, or right. This is needed so that after stopping, the character continues to face the last chosen direction. In the underscore physics underscore process parens function, using input.get underscore vector open, parenthesis, quote move, underscore left quote, comma, quote move, underscore, right quote, comma, quote move, underscore up, quote, comma, quote, move, underscore, down quote, close parenthesis, we get the character's movement direction. The resulting vector is multiplied by the speed and assigned to the velocity variable. Thanks to input.get underscore vector parens, the character doesn't move faster diagonally. The move underscore and underscore slide parens function moves the character and handles collisions with walls and other objects. To choose the animation, we compare the movement values along the X and Y axes. If horizontal movement is stronger, the left or right movement animation plays. If vertical movement is stronger, the up or down animation plays. If the player releases the control keys, the idle animation plays. In this case, the last direction is saved in the last underscore dir variable. In the input map, you need to create the actions move underscore left, move underscore right, move underscore up, move underscore down, and bind keys to them, for example, W, A, S, D, or the arrow keys. Otherwise, the script won't be able to get input from the player. This script is suitable for RPGs, top-down, and isometric games, where the character can freely move in 4 directions without gravity. Continuation. Now let's make the character for the 2D platformer. We go to itch.io, navigate to the Game Assets section, choose a suitable pack, and download it. We import the asset into Godot. We find the character image and split it into frames the same way. Before jumping, you should always check his underscore on underscore floor parens. This way, the character won't be able to jump repeatedly while in the air. After the check. So we've got 2 characters for different game formats. To create a game character, we needed character body, 2D collision, shape 2D, animated sprite 2D, and 2 simple scripts, which are now on the screen. You can use character body 2D as the root node right away. That's actually a more standard and convenient option. But I use node 2D on top because that's just what I'm used to. The same goes for the placement of animated sprite 2D. You can use the standard structure or your own. The main thing is to correctly specify the path to the node in the script. If something didn't work out for you, write in the comments. I'll try to help see you in the 3rd episode. Don't forget to hit like. That motivates me to keep making videos. And the link to Lumi is in the channel description. So we've got 2 characters.